let's think. What is the root cause analysis? So, with a root cause analysis, it's important to know that this is actually a structured method used to analyze serious adverse events. So, initially, it was developed to analyze industrial accidents, but now we widely use it as an error analysis tool in the healthcare system. And so the root cause analysis is used to identify underlying problems that increase the likelihood of errors while avoiding the trap of focusing the error on one individual's mistake or mistakes made by one individual, which is important because like in this case, the medication error went through multiple hands before the nurse administered it and administered the medication. So it's a collective issue, especially in healthcare. And therefore, the root cause analysis uses the systems approach to identify both active and latent errors, which active errors would be the point of interface, so that would be the nurse actively giving it to the patient, and then the latent errors would be the hidden problems within the healthcare system that contribute to adverse events, which I'm going to jump right into. So, as my point one, you'll see the inability to continue critical thinking and follow procedures across all professional levels. I use this because that means that the pharmacist, the physician, and the nurse are included in this point. They weren't able to critically think. For an example, the nurse came from another department, let's say, for example, the emergency department. Then she moved to post-op to cover the lack of RNs that are available there. After a full shift in the ER, she might not be able to critically think or to process or follow procedures. So she's cutting corners. Why is she cutting corners? It leads us to point number two. The facility is overworked and understaffed. They don't have adequate staff to supply the units that they have available. And so this just kind of breaks down how a process can deteriorate from just like simple causes identified previously in the other section in the fishbone diagram that I had presented to you all. Then that moves us to point number three. There's budget cuts because there's a lack of staff, meaning that they're probably not getting the amount of research they need in that facility. So their equipment and their procedures are probably not up to date as they can be. They're not innovative. They're not bringing in the evidence-based research that shows that there is equipment and procedures out there that help to limit the possibility of medication errors. There are new techniques that we use. So the quality and safety is now compromised in this facility incorporation, which leads us to point number four, which means that there is an avoidable consequence that may have happened because of this medication error, i.e. the patient losing their life due to unforeseen associated issues from shortcuts that have been taken because of the lack of following procedures, due to the underworked and overstaffed facilities, due to a lack of safety and updated equipment and procedures, poor training, and just poor leadership altogether, which accumulates and makes this medication error. And so those are the 4 points that I use for my root cause analysis.